Welcome to our 2021 poetry readings. My name is Aiden Purdom and I will be your host. 'Twas the night before the robotics meet by Aiden Purdom. 'Twas the night before the meet, and all through the room, everyone scrambled. They went zoom, zoom, and zoom. Finishing the robot was their end goal, and each and every person had their own role. They all kept busy doing their task. If anything was needed, they would always ask. Some were driving and others were coding the bot, but soon a bolt was found and from the bot it was shot. They had two plans, leave it or fix it before it would shatter. Almost unanimously, they all agreed to do the latter. The more people that helped, the quicker it was done. Once they finished, they wanted a test so the bot would be run. All hoped that the robot would not break. The fixing paid off, for in their work they made no mistake. All were happy, for the bot often took many attempts to fix. Soon it appeared that they might have more conflicts. They tightened the bolts with the wrench. After they ran it, again there was a strong stench. Before they looked, they had their suspicion. A motor was burnt, so they asked for permission. Permission was needed to get to the store. Once it was granted, a few rushed out the door. Everyone back to complete what they were doing. They all had to get done if they were to get what they were pursuing. The few that left tried to find a good successor, but alas, all that they found were motors that were lesser. While the few struggled to find what was needed, the rest had expectations and they were exceeded. They made quick work of removing and disposing of the old. The others got back to the room, but empty hands they would behold. Everyone's face suddenly saddened, for they knew they were out of luck. In this bad situation, they knew that they were stuck. But all hope was not lost, as there was one more plan, and soon a massive search suddenly began. A motor may have been on a bot from another year. They hoped from it a motor would appear. Aha, I found it, a person would yell. In the old robot, a good motor would dwell. They all had a moment of celebration, and they completed their preparation. All went home in a good mood. They found what they needed in time to conclude. The night would pass and all would be prepared. For the next day they would win, they declared. All right. Oh, we should apply. Ready? Apply.
Hi, my name is Caden Simmons. I'm in the 8th grade, and I'll be reading the poem of The Day Before Break by me. 'Twas the day before break, when all through the school, the teachers were trying just to keep their cool. Children decorated hallways with festive art, some made months ago, just to get a head start. The children went mad, bouncing off ceilings and walls, and seemed to forget the basic of how to walk in halls. Teachers came marching from the lounge, keeping their cool, ugly sweaters with them too. They were here to enforce the rules. Then from down the corridor came such a chatter, a student walked in to see what was the matter. The staff were hiding, trying to refuel on cookies and coffee given to the school. Then what to their pondering, what their ears do they hear? It's the buzzing of school bells, 'tis the students they fear. Walk Jackson, walk Owen, walk Curtis and Cadley, sit Aiden, sit Matthew, sit Grant and Brayley. To your desks in the room, to your spots you must find. Walk to them, follow the rules this time. So they all followed the directions, and to their seats they went, for fear of going to the wall where they might be sent. All the students exclaimed, finally, the end of the day. The teachers waved them off and said, have a happy holiday.
Hi, I'm Cadley Bailey. This next poem is by the fabulous Cadley Bailey. And the poem is, 'Twas the evening before the show. 'Twas the evening before the show, and all through the barn, no heifer was sassy on this wonderful farm. They were being dyed with our great care. I was hoping at the show I would do good there. All the heifers were lying on the wood chips, so they could watch the clear icicles drip. We mark and check our packing list off, also make sure we check the water trough. I went out the doors to see what's the clatter. I immediately saw is my dad getting the ladder. We pack the trailer like a puzzle. We get the pans, blowers, bras, and shovel. The tack room is full with all of the supplies, but there is one thing on the list that still lies. The showbox is the greatest challenge of all. There are so many things we have to pack and haul. My dad yells and hollers to get our attention. He told us we need to pack with close caution. Put paint, put clippers, put combs and foamer, Ingo's adhesive, hocus pocus, and don't be a roamer. To the ramps, to the trailer. Oh no, we cannot save this for later. We forgot to pack the most important thing we absolutely cannot forget to bring. The chutes are the main thing we used to fit. We wouldn't be able to show, I hate to admit. Now the heifers should get rinsed and washed, so in the morning they would be very soft. I'd blow and blow with the warm air. I knew in the morning I would soon be there. The time was still ticking and a-talking, and I knew my dad was still watching. It was time to let my heifer Java go. We parted our ways to and fro. I ran back before it started to rain. Until the morning I would see her again. Midnight was coming around the block so soon. I need to hop in my pajamas that are checkered and blue. Jump in, cover up, and dream about the show when we go in the truck and the trailer we tow. Tomorrow I'll work my heifer so I strive. Happy show day to all, and to all a good drive.
The next poet will be Owen Weiss, and he will be reading The Night Before a Snow Day. 'Twas the night before a snow day, and all through their home not a child was fussing, not a single in room. The children they lay alone in their bed, dreaming great dreams of snow in their head. Their dreams are filled with happiness and glee, some of them intent on watching TV. They hope to awake to new fallen snow, especially little Timmy, who remembers school but does not want to go. As their alarm strikes 6, they all jump and they run, hoping above all else that they will get to have fun. They ran and huddled in beside the family radio, all the meanwhile being yelled at to slow, slow, slow. They all listened to the weatherman say, "School is out, have a great day." They ran to their closet to grab their supplies, and through their window they saw the cloudy skies. As little Timmy exclaims, "My coat was hung with great care, my gloves beside it, a waterproof pair. I grabbed my boot, my hats and my pants, I felt so alive that I could break out and dance. My parents made me breakfast, it was filled to the brim, to say I was starving would be a pure antonym. I devoured the food and felt paralyzed. I slipped on my gear and ran outside. In cardio, I was unspecialized. I saw great mounds of snow, the snow oh so white, every inch of it bouncing back the white, white light. I jumped up and down with this excitement and joy. Then in the snow, I see my sibling a boy. My brother, I called, come play with me. We rolled up the snowballs, a perfect 3. Then we stacked them and made them pretty. Sadly, they fell down. It was a pity. We built it again, for we had infinite time. We make many snowballs and put them in a line. We gather all the kids, we tell them our plan, the plan, of course, to build many snowmen. The snowmen lined the field without much use. They knew a puddle they would soon produce. The children thought of a use, they all agreed, for they thought their parents a break they'd need. They gifted them the greatest gift of all, a gift from the children, tons of snowmen and many snowballs. They said a saying that must have been recited. They said a happy snow day to all, and to all a good night.